Dragons Dogma 2. Was it 2.5 million in sales so far?
2.5, yeah.
Yeah, that's
2.5.
You know what I thought? You know what I
Quite the
instantly
rough
thought?
launch.
Remember back in remember last year when they were like,
the big dick energy.
that's gonna sell millions. They were like, yeah, we told y'all. They probably in the office is like, yeah, we told you, motherfuckers. Like, because we didn't think. Well, I thought I thought there was a hope, right? Because Dragons Dogma had word of mouth. Yeah, it had the potential. Yeah. But back then we were kind of like, are they really gonna be? We thought it was like Monster Hunter or some shit. We were like, are they really this confident in Dragons Dogma 2? I guess so. It paid off.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's funny because like even if they had all that momentum and then the game launched, right? And then there was a whole bunch of fucking drama. Rightfully so, right? I'm not whatever, right?
Pause. Remember, all that drama was on Twitter and in this echo chamber on the internet as usual. The majority of motherfuckers do not care, clearly, because it's sold 2.5 million copies.
Well, not only that, but 2.5 million in 10 days for Capcom. That's pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie.
So, like I've been saying for the past few podcasts, sorry, motherfuckers, but everyone complaining it's a very small minority of people that are taking to the internet in this little echo chamber complaining about bullshit. In my opinion, the performance of the game should be complained about. I agree, but all this other shit people are complaining about, shut the fuck up and go do something else, or go find another game to play. Like, let the 2.5 million of us enjoy a good game. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. This right here is a perfect example of the fact of how people, we look at Twitter, right? And we assume that this is the majority of people that are making these complaints. We'll have like fucking IGN or some random articles making big deals about it, right? And keep in mind, they're probably only making big deals about it because they're responding to the shit that everyone's saying on the internet. Because, they got to be relevant, right? A lot of these articles and shit, they got to be relevant. So they got to touch on what people are talking about. So that makes sense. They just in their bag. But to all you motherfuckers that take to Twitter, actually, nah, you know what? To all the people that had no interest in the game, first of all, I'm glad we got 2.5 million of us that are actually smart and want to play good game. Because you motherfuckers are the reasons why we have these devs that want to make these stupid same games. Let me not say stupid. I'm not gonna say stupid, but these are the reasons why devs don't take risks. I personally think Dragons Dogma 2 was a risk for them, and I'm glad they took it.
It was. I think it was. It absolutely was.
If it was up to you guys making all these complaints and bullshit, I don't think we would have ever had this. We would have had fucking. Well, not that it's a bad thing to have another Monster Hunter game. We would have had like Monster Hunter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in like 6 months, like. Which is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I love Monster Hunter.
No one's gonna complain about.
Yeah, I wouldn't complain, but you get my point. Like we wouldn't have any. They wouldn't take any risk. Like, so whatever.
But with 2.5 mil, I do believe this cements the franchise. You know what I mean? In Capcom's eyes, I believe that's the biggest takeaway. Yeah. So now we have another franchise possibly to look forward to in the future, because 2.5 mil is no slouch, especially for something for Dragon's Dogma, which I think total combined with everything is 10 mil for Drag, which means that
I think I saw that.
Yeah, I believe it was like 10 mil. The whole franchise is 10 mil in sales, which is pretty crazy. So that means Dragon's Dogma 1 crept for like what 10-15 years.
Yeah.
Well, they re-released and had it on sale several times, so it definitely sold a bunch of copies. Like Dragon Dogma and then Dark Arisen sold tons of copies. Like I own Dark Arisen on like
everybody
3 different consoles.
Especially if you're on PC, everyone owns Dark Arisen because the game's like $5 every other week.
I own 3 different consoles and have never played it. So
shout outs to the internet echo chamber though. I always love when shit like this happens because it shows how like small and meaningless a lot of this bullshit is. And y'all know I don't like bringing up this game. Y'all know I don't like bringing up this game because I enjoyed the game, but motherfuckers have their take on it. That Harry Potter game that came out last year, clearly nobody cared about any of the stuff that was going on in the internet because of how many copies are sold. Yeah. Now that's not me. Obviously, I'm gonna say obviously I'm not in support or against or whatever the fuck that's going on behind the scenes of the game. I just thought it was a good game, right? I didn't even know about any of the drama until like when the game came out. I didn't know shit. So don't be mad at me. But
I'll give you the perspective because my cousin, who has spent zero time on the internet or on Twitter or anything like that,
they were just hyped for a new Harry Potter game.
Yep, exactly. They were hyped to play it, and then they were super excited, and they posted their Instagram shit, and then they moved on, which is honestly the right mentality to have for any game that you're looking forward to. You play it, you have your own opinion, you form it, and you move on.
I always bring it up, man. Back in the day, we didn't know what the fuck was going on. Our favorite game could have been developed by a complete sleazeball, and we wouldn't know, but we would have enjoyed the game, right? We're not gonna 10 years from then. We're not gonna go back and say, damn, I wish I never played that game. I don't think anyone's gonna do that. You know what I mean? So no. Whatever.
Yeah. And even if someone is a complete sleazeball, you would think from an artist's perspective they leave the best in themselves in their shit. So
I don't know. I've been pretty good at detaching the art from the artist.
I feel like you have to.
Yeah. But it is what it is, man.
But
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back to what we were
so happy. Yeah, so happy for Capcom. I do believe that's a big success.
They've been hitting, bro.
And then not only that, but they've been following up with patches. So hopefully they drop that performance patch pretty soon. And
they don't have a good track record of doing that, but hopefully they do.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. They said they're gonna do it. It looks like they're trying to follow through on some of the things. So hopefully they do that. But if not, you have a lock 30 FPS option. So there you go.
I mean,
wait, they added that on console? To lock it?
Both.
Okay. I don't know why they didn't
Yes.
launch with that, but good.
Yep.
Yes. So it's like, well, a majority of the complaints, if I recall, is just more about the performance of the PC port, right? Like people weren't complaining so much more about the console because I think people were preferring to play it on the console, even though it had
the biggest complaints were people playing telephone about the microtransactions. That's what the biggest complaints were.
That too. Aside
it was one person said something, and then people just played telephone and just kept reciting it over and over and over again until everyone started talking about it. Yeah, and then we realized, oh wait, every other Capcom game prior to this had the same type of microtransactions, and we didn't care then. So why do we care now?
Yeah,
and everything you can get in game. There's
literally everything you can get in game, and they made it easier to get in game with the patch. So I don't know. That was the complaint that annoyed me and what I was seeing the most. The performance, nowadays performance issues are. Come on, every fucking game launches like this. That's not. I'm not defending it at all because I'm the biggest performance stickler. I hate when games launch like this. I almost don't even want to play games that launch like this. But it's not the only game, and it's not going to be the last one. That's for fucking sure.
Definitely.
So, but at the same coin, it definitely wasn't unplayable how people made it out to be.
It wasn't unplayable at all. I'm sure people on weaker hardware, but that's to be expected. This is a current gen game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel I don't know. It obviously could have launched better. I'm not going to make excuses for them. It could have launched better than it did.
No, it should have. But the other thing that I heard was that they wanted a 30 FPS lock for console, which they dropped. That was the biggest thing that I heard.
Yeah, because that made no sense to have it unlocked if it wasn't even hitting 40.
Exactly. I'd rather play at a solid 30 than to have it just jump frames and then not having the option. So they added that in. So,
but hold on, wait a minute. That just reminded me. I always find this funny how people love the internet, bro. People love to pick and choose the battles they want to fight because the dude, the developers, what's the Xbox game? The Hellblade or what's it called? It's Hellblade, right?
Yeah.
They announced that. The guy said that it's locked to 30 FPS on both Xbox consoles and shit because he wants it to be more cinematic, quote unquote. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. And everyone is like, oh man, wow, it's gonna be more cinematic. See, I told you guys 30 FPS was fine. Now it's not a problem. But 2 weeks ago or whatever the fuck, it was a problem. That. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here.
That was the same thing. So the new code for we can't run the game in 60, so we have to run it
more cinematic.
30.
Yeah,
it's more cinematic. That's the code,
up, dude. I don't want to hear that crap.
It's actually more cinematic. And you know what, guys? People don't even want to play a game anymore. They just want it short, and they just want a cinematic experience.
Or the best one, people can't see above 30 FPS anyway. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Actually, there was an article. I didn't get to look into it. That was studying that says that people are limited by the amount of frames they can see by their genetics and eyesight. And
that's probably true though.
It's probably true, but I found it funny because the first reply had me dying. Was like, "Come on, bro, how you missed that shot?" And it said, "Come on, man, you know my eyes don't work in that FPS." So, I can't see
above 60 FPS, man.
Come on, bro. The shit was moving at 120 frames per second. What do you want me to do?
Killed me.
Like, of course, bro, my eyesight is bad. If I could see the difference, I don't want to hear shit. Like, fuck out of here.
How bad's your eyesight?
It's bad enough that when I take my glasses off right now, I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, so whatever.
It just, like
I'm like Velma without my glasses, bro. I don't know what the fuck.
No.
Oh shit.
It just goes down to the debate of like people are always gonna have this debate of 30 to 16. A lot of times it's just because they're not seeing it correctly. Not to say correctly,
bro,
but like, you know what I mean?
It's
like,
not even that. You're not trained to see it.
Yeah.
Like before, I was on PC. Before I cared about it, I didn't know. Like I didn't know.
Bliss.
But then when you start seeing 60 FPS more, and you go back, you can absolutely see the difference. Like I couldn't see the difference between 60 and 120 until I started playing at 120. I couldn't see the difference between 120 and 240. And then you get used to it and you go back and it's like, oh shit. That's like the people that say, man, there's no difference between 4K and 1080p. Are you blind? Like,
bro, you know what this compares to? Like when you upgrade a bed, you can never downgrade from a bed, right? Like always like you go from a little twin to a full, and you're like, oh man, a full, I can't go. And he's like, you want to go back to twin? Nah, fuck that twin. We will do anything in our power to not downgrade.
Look, to you guys that think 30 FPS, to y'all that think 30 FPS is cinematic, I highly recommend that you never ever play a game in 60 FPS or higher because you're gonna feel stupid. Just saying, like. You're going to feel dumb when you go back. Have fun with that. I suggest you just stay at 30 FPS because that'll probably be the best. You'll be happy for a long time because you'll never notice when performance is ass. You'll never know, right?
And so, it's hard to notice because like it depends because there are certain games that do run on 60 FPS on like for me it was like playing PS4 was the first time that I started like noticing it, right? I'm playing PS4 and we played Bloodborne, fine. We played like God of War, right? Fine. 30 FPS. We played Spider-Man, right? Marvel Spider-Man. That was also 30 FPS.
Yeah, we played Bloodborne. That's a big one because Bloodborne was the worst.
During that time, we were also playing Call of Duty. And those games are 60 FPS, right?
Yeah, but those games are also faster.
Fighting games are also 60 FPS. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to see the difference in those games. The game that did it for me was the Uncharted collection. Because that ran... It was PS3 games running on PS4, and all those games ran at 60. And I was playing it, and I'm like, why does this seem different to me? Why am I feeling like motion sickness? Kind of like I looked around too fast. I was like, whoa, it's moving a little fast. It's a little dizzy.
This is how I know. My bad. This is how I know that we do notice it. We just don't care most of the time, right? If we don't know better, obviously, right? Back when I was a kid, PS2, Xbox, GameCube, right? PS2 was the weakest of the three. I didn't know this, nor did I care, right? But I'll never forget, I got Sonic Heroes for PS2. I didn't care. I loved the game. I thought it was great, right? I beat that game a billion times. I thought it was excellent. I went to my boy's house. He had it for Xbox. GameCube? No, he had it for Xbox. And I remember thinking to myself, why does this shit look so smooth? What the fuck? Why does this game look like this? I didn't know what FPS was. I didn't know what any of that shit was. But I'll never forget that. I saw it. But obviously, I'm like, whatever. I love the game. I'm going to go home and play it on my PS2. I didn't care. Yeah. But I definitely noticed at the time, which is very crazy to think back on. Like, that was a long time ago.
It's always, that's the thing. This is how you're going to notice. If you're listening to this right now, this is how you're going to notice that you're viewing something in a higher frame rate. You're going to think to yourself, shit, why does this look so much smoother than it does on my TV? Because you just got the wrong setup.
But you never noticed it. You never noticed it the other way around, though. before you knew. You never noticed, oh, this is lower frame rate than what I'm used to. Like, maybe we did. But actually, you know what? I used to say things like, damn, why is this game slowing down so much? Like, I never said like
Mega Man 1 when you
I would never say like, oh man, the frame rate.
NES
why is it slowing down like that? Like
the fucking frame rate chugs.
Oh shit. No. Yeah, like I used to say shit like that, but I didn't know that was like a, we weren't into like the technical aspects of it, so we didn't know, we didn't care. We just enjoyed the shit. Like whatever. Like Cosmic is playing Final Fantasy X HD remaster, which is still in 30 FPS, unfortunately. It don't matter. I can't tell the fucking difference in that game. It's a slow, it's a turn-based RPG. Don't give a fuck. But you really notice that shit when you playing action games. And you definitely notice it when it's going from like 60 to 30 to 20 to 10 to fucking 120 over and over again. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
That shit is bad. But whatever, man. Whatever. What is sad, though, is we're at that point in the generation where everything's going back to 30.
Yeah.
Just like last gen.
So they upgrade to the PS Pro, and then it'll still run at 30, just at a higher resolution.
Play games at 30 better. Yeah.
Better.
Yeah, great.
30, but better.
Yeah, I want the next presentation of the whatever the next console be like. Yo, enjoy your 8K hit the 30 FPS. Like that's
right, man. Whatever.
That's the line. That's the line now. Meanwhile, we were promised 120, right? What were you promised?
We were definitely promised 120. Yeah.
Okay.
High refresh rate gaming.
We were promised 120. We were promised 4K. And
remember when Devil May Cry 5 came out?
The PlayStation 5 box says 8K.
Remember when Devil May Cry 5 came out? I was like, wow, 120. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Barely.
Yeah. I mean, this shit is so relevant for me because for those of you who don't know, I just recently upgraded, so I'm having all those experiences again all over again. And yeah, so it's I can relate.
Wow, you can finally see above 60 FPS. I thought it was impossible.
I didn't know that was a thing, bro.
Wow.
Not impossible. Just like
my eyes can't see it. Impossible.
It must be, right? Just like it's not impossible.
That's like the motherfuckers trying to watch like 4K 120 videos on the 1080p screen. Like, I don't see the difference. What the fuck what are they talking about? Duh! Like,
I'm watching 4K footage of this game on my 1080p device.
Yeah, like what the hell?
That only runs at 30 FPS.
Fucking crazy.
Why is there no HDR in this video? It was advertised as HDR, but my phone doesn't even have it.
Oh my god.
Bro, I didn't even know what HDR was.
I just love it. It's like, man, this gameplay looks trash, man. This game don't look 4K as I watch it from a 1080p
as I watch it on 1080p screen, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Bro, oh my god, that's so familiar because Freak the other day, he just sent me just 4K footage, right? Because I've been playing games or whatever and blah, 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 but like he sent me like genuine, and this is still 4K compressed footage from YouTube. I saw it and my TV, like I started drooling on my TV again.
Unbelievable.
Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, welcome to 2024, my friend. Welcome.
Thank you.
One of us.
Just take yourself to Best Buy and anyone listening. If you need that upgrade on your TV, spend the extra bucks. Don't always get the cheapest TV. Get one that has that higher refresh rate. Look, and make sure you go into your settings, look up YouTube videos, do your research, because there's a bunch of people out there who are looking at their computer monitors right now saying, man, 144 hertz doesn't even look that good on PC. They're still running their Windows settings at 60 hertz. Go in and check it. Make sure it's running well, guys. But you know what else you need to make sure you're running well? Running well to go and hit that subscribe, hit that like. Make sure you're tuning in every week. Check us out on Spotify. The links are in the description. You got iTunes, Spotify, TikTok, YouTube. Wherever you're at, we're at. Listen.
Play Dragons Dogma. Game's great.
Dragons Dogma. Play all the games. Check out Game Informer. I don't know. Check out
Don't listen to the bullshit.
Also, small shout outs to Unicorn Overlord. Been super enjoying that game. 500K sold. deserves a lot more.
Great game. House of Vanillaware, always making classics.
That game is great. That game looks great. It plays great. It looks like it's been worked on for 10 years.
Banger after banger, and of course, guys, just always make sure that you...
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
Wow. Bad influence on the audience.
Check you guys later.
Better bleep that out.
I just like that button, man.
For the kids.
It's The Rock, man.
Smoke some more
crack. That shit